But the opposition that you faced on the CAA, for instance, and do you think India has not been able to explain its position, or it has been misunderstood, or is there something we could have done better over
No,
here?
no. See, look, you are from the media. Okay. You are from the media, you write and you talk and you listen to yourself. You know, there are sections of the world outside the media. No, not you. But my point is, look, I engage governments. Okay. I was in Brussels. I had 27 foreign ministers in a room to whom I was talking. So the point we make on CA is, it cannot be anybody's case that a government or parliament doesn't have the right to set the terms of naturalization or citizenship. Every government does that. Every parliament does that. What we have tried to do is, we have a large number of stateless people in this country. We have tried to reduce the number of stateless people through this legislation. That should be appreciated. We have done it in a way in which we don't create a bigger problem for ourselves. And everybody, when they look at citizenship, has a context.
The United Nations Human Rights Council director doesn't seem to agree with you.
Sure, she's been wrong before. No, including, and I give you an example. I've seen from the same body reports about the situation in Jammu and Kashmir, where you see how carefully they skirt around that cross-border terrorism problem, as though somehow it had nothing to do with the country next door.
We see today a lot of the liberal world, whether it's the human rights activists or whether you see the Democrats in the US, they're angry with India. Also, we have seen remarks of the Khamenei from Iran. So, are we losing friends, or are we just not able to explain to them what the rationale of certain recent decisions have been?
Maybe we're getting to know who our friends really are. But look, I think there are two different issues here. One, and I think Prime Minister's remarks kind of touched on that, is a kind of a geopolitical assessment. That there was a time when India was very defensive, our capabilities were less, our threats were more, the risks were higher. So we adopted a policy of, in a sense, of managing the world but kind of staying away. We can't do that anymore. We are the 5th largest economy in the world. We will one day be the 3rd largest economy in the world. I mean, the nature of the world has changed. So as we get more capable, as our confidence level goes, as our interest in the world goes, as their interest in us go, we have to do the management, but in a very different way. We have to engage everybody and find it's like a sort of a portfolio management. How do you kind of spread your bets and get the best out of a larger scenario? The second issue you raised, see, to my mind, that is a issue of a changing world. It's an issue of a changing world, of a changing India. I think when you, and by the way, the Prime Minister touched on that also, which is that we can't let governance challenges go unaddressed. It's not the mindset of this government to just let important issues pass without decisively addressing many which should have been addressed very much earlier.